a gift guide that won't cost you a thing. With life feeling a little bit more expensive these days, I think it's time to focus less on spending money on our sports and more on creating meaningful experiences. So let's jump into how you can give a heartfelt gift that speaks volumes without spending a dime. Hey, hi, and hello, Angelisa here, your host for Brat Babes Throttle Talk, and I'm so excited to share with you my annual gift guide. Yes, I have created a couple gift guides. Last year and the year before, we have a dirt bike gift guide, and then we also have a sled gift guide. So if you're over here on YouTube, I will post those links up here. And yeah, you can check those out. But before we get into this episode, we have to do a little bit of housekeeping things. Yes. So I hosted a 30-day rest, recover, and relax challenge. So every day for the month of November, for 30 days, you had to post what you're getting up to for self-care, whatever self-care looked like for you. And I had a few of you join me during this challenge, and I want to thank you because you held me accountable, and it was so much fun. I love doing this for myself because I have to put in the effort, I have to put in the intentions, and really hone in on self-care for myself personally. So drum roll, please. Rose Latane. Congrats, Rose. You are the winner for the 30-day Rest, Recover, and Relax Challenge. And I will be sending you a care package once the Canada Post strike ends. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that Canada Post is on strike, but here we are. So other news, we had our women's snowmobile set up last Thursday at Backcountry Motorsports, and we had Steph Sweezy and Jessie P come out and chat with the ladies about the importance of customizing your sled to you. And I also shared a few tidbits. There we go. I shared a few tidbits as well, and it was so great to see so many women come together. It's been 5 years since my last sled setup event. It doesn't feel like that long, but yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's been a while. So it really does feel so good to bring women together in person, off the mountain, off the hills, off the trails, because it kind of gets the season rolling and we're just building the hype, building the stoke. And I'm just excited to host that, create that space for you guys. And also, it brings me to my next news. For the first time ever, we are hosting a women's only snow bike meet and greet, and I'm so excited about this, okay? This is something new, something different. Snow biking is all the rage out here. Well, I shouldn't say all the rage, but it is for me. It's super exciting. I am really into dirt biking, and it just makes sense to transition from dirt biking over to snow biking. And so I'm really excited to create a space for women who are curious about the sport, who want to learn more, ask questions. So we're hosting this meetup in Squamish at the Toolbox Workshop. I will have the address in the description box below. And we're going to have Lucia Pasterkova and also Rachel, who are two ladies that snow bike here in the Sea to Sky. And so we get to ask them questions, pick their brains, and learn more about the sport. So this idea is to bring women that are curious, or maybe you are a snow biker and want to meet other snow bikers. This is a great space for you. We're going to have some eats, some nibbles, some drinks. And yeah, I think it's great to meet other women, like-minded women like yourself, and to ask experienced riders more, okay? I am very excited for that. So these meetups, I believe, are so important. I believe that it's important to meet other women. I believe it's important to expose yourself to other possibilities, ideas, and it's important to have a community. Community is huge for me, and so I'm excited to, again, create that space for you that wants that community, because I need it. Not only for you, but for me as well. Okay, so And again, I'm also selfishly looking forward to the snow biking because my goal is to get a snow bike. I would love to learn more about snow bike kits because I just think it would be up my alley to one day own a snow bike kit, or to own a snow bike. There we go. All right. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, I urge you to do so, as I have been announcing all of my events over there. So all of my meetups, social rides, all of the things for 2025 so far. I'm very excited for the winter season, so sign up for my newsletter to learn more about these events, and I will leave that in the description box below. For the past couple years, I've shared some awesome Christmas gift ideas for women sledders and dirt bikers, but this year I wanted to do something a little bit different. A gift guide that won't cost you a thing. With life feeling a little bit more expensive these days, I think it's time to focus less on spending money on our sports and more on creating meaningful experiences. For me, shared experiences, adventures, and thoughtful gestures can mean so much more than material items. So let's jump into how you can give a heartfelt gift that speaks volumes without spending a dime. So number one, dirt bike or snowmobile cleaning or maintenance day. Okay, there's so many ideas that we can branch off of this. You can spend an afternoon helping with cleaning and prepping dirt bikes or snowmobiles for that next ride. You can help install a decal wrap on their machine. You can do some basic maintenance like track tension, changing air filters, adjusting handlebars, that sort of thing. You can also help organize their riding gear, their tools, accessories in their garage or their storing area. You can clean their dirt bike or snowmobile. So a few years ago, I had my friend's dirt bike in my garage, and for her birthday, I cleaned her dirt bike for her, and I thought that was such a great gift to her. All right, so number two is a custom playlist. Let's bring this back old school here. Create a playlist with their favorite songs or tunes that pump them up for the next ride. So remember how we used to burn CDs and create a bunch of mixes of songs, tunes? This is such a cool idea on creating a playlist on Spotify and naming it something fun. Number three is create a personal digital or printable trail guide. Okay, so I have to go a little bit more into depth about this one because I think this could be a lot of fun to create, at least for the graphic designer and me. I thought this would be a lot of fun. So you'll obviously would have to research some trails. You need to gather information about popular and scenic snowmobile routes, maybe in your region or in their region or nearby areas. Include a mix of skill levels from beginner-friendly trails to more advanced routes for variety, right? Highlight lesser known gems for that sense of adventure. You can categorize the trails by difficulty, distance, or unique features like the best views, most technical, or the best for powder days. Create sections for day trips, weekend getaways, or that bucket list destinations. You can do this by adding personal touches, include notes about why you'd think they'd love that particular trail. So for example, this route has amazing sunrise views I know you'd appreciate. So let's say you're creating this trail guide for the ones that love getting up early to catch the sunrise, right? You can include some key details like trail names, distances, estimated ride times, and starting points. You can mention parking lots, fuel stops, and safety tips for each route if you are doing a snowmobile route. Make this fun. Like you can create challenges within this trail guide, like find the best photo spot or mark the best spot for the fresh POW. Create a checklist that they can use to tick off every time they completed a specific trail or if they reach that best view area. You can use Canva or a similar design tool to make it visually appealing with maps, photos, and a fun layout. You can really customize it for your buddy that you're creating this gift guide for. You can also do it old school and you can handwrite or sketch out for a more personal touch. You can bundle this up as a printed booklet. You can create a digital PDF or even as a custom map for their phones or GPS. How fun is that? I thought that was a really fun idea of creating a custom trail map. Okay, so number 4 is a photo and video session. So be their personal photographer and videographer for a day to capture them in action doing what they love. So nowadays we are a dirt bike influencer or a snowmobile influencer, and we could all use some photos, right? We can all use some photos, whether it's for our walls at home or for the gram or for our sponsors. So what better way to give a gift of capturing your buddies? Send it, and then you can also go a step further and you can, get something printed for them either on canvas or just a cardstock, and they can frame it if they would like. That will, bump up your cost from 0 to hero if you want, depending on how much you want to spend there. But I think that a photo or video session is something that we can all use. Number 5 is video editing. If you're good at editing, then create a video from their riding footage. This is a great way to create personality and style for your buddies, and we all love watching our buddies send it on the big screen. I know I do. That is why I created the Brat Babes women's snowmobile films, is because I love watching my friends send it big, do something scary, get out of their comfort zone. Number 6 is adventure plan. So design a fun day itinerary, or you can also map out a weekend trip together for the upcoming season. So what this might look like is, let's say there is a cabin in the backcountry that you can access with your snowmobile. So it's a first come, first serve. There's lots of that over here in the Sea to Sky. And so you don't need to book anything. There's no cost into booking these cabins. It's just you have to get there first. So you can plan a trip together to stay at this cabin. You can cook some meals together. And this could be a collaborative gift to both of you from both of you. Okay. I thought this was a lot of fun because I do love a good trip, an all girls trip. So how fun would that be? Number 7 is homemade meals and energy snacks. A couple things here. You can batch a bunch of frozen meals that they can pack on their rides if they have a muff pot or some way of heating up their food. Or you can create a bunch of, those protein bars or energy bars or trail snacks for their rides. There's a ton of recipes online as far as energy bars or trail mix snacks that I think you could have a lot of fun with. So number 8 is a mental boost. Write an encouraging note or letter about how inspiring they are as a rider and how much you admire their adventures. I know I love sweet notes like that, so that would be super cute. Number 9 is teach what you know. Offer to help them with a specific riding skill that you're confident in. So like cornering, side hailing, or basic jumps. This can be a personal one-to-one coaching session, a mini clinic, anything that you feel confident in sharing some tips and tricks and just giving them some feedback to enhance their riding skills. Okay. And number 10 is babysitting. I had to add this in here because some of you are mothers or expecting mothers. And I think a great gift is just offering to help with babysitting. There's nothing more thoughtful than offering to look after their littles so that mom can ride with gal pals or mom can ride with dad and have a day out. Super important for moms to get out. Okay. So all of these thoughtful gestures and shared experiences are the best gifts of all. And let me know if you would add anything to this list. You can leave any comments below if you're over here on YouTube, or you can shoot me a message over on Instagram at Angelisa Edwards and share any ideas with me, and I will share it with the rest of the community here on the podcast. I hope you loved this one. And if you are, on a budget this season, I really think that these ideas for gifts are much more appreciated than material items. All right. Until our next hangout, keep killing it safely out there, be the vibe, and I will catch you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in today's show. Please rate and review this podcast. I would forever be thankful and grateful. Share it with your friends, family, and whoever you feel would enjoy these types of conversations in the dirt bike, snowmobile, and motorsports community. If you are looking to support the show, I do have a few affiliate links in the show notes. And if you're looking for some confidence in the digital space, learning how to brand yourself, edit your epic sends, and just being the vibe, being your true self, your authentic self, shoot me a message. You can reach me over on my website, angelisaedwards.com. And as always, I am rooting for you, and keep killing it safely, and I'll see you next week.